Hello everybody, and today I'm going to show you guys a blitz game that I just played right now, where I sacrificed my rook. So I started by just developing my pieces, nothing really that special. My opponent goes for a very passive setup. Now here obviously knight a4 is a better move, but I didn't see it. And I think this is one of my weaknesses, and if I see knight a4 I'll play it, but I didn't see it. So I went here instead. Now apparently here bishop a3, and now knight a5 by my opponent is really strong. But he went back, I played the move h3, and then he went here, and I knew this move was bad, because he's moving backwards, so I decided to go d4, and I was basically, I'm not really sure what to do after this idea, but I was like, but this is the way to play. I just knew that d4 was the way to go. If my opponent goes backwards, I open up the center. He decided to castle. I went queen f3, which is actually the top position move, which I'm a little bit surprised by. And the reason for this is because my opponent, by playing this move, just obviously now wants to go here, and the knight doesn't do anything there. He wants to play the move d5, or c6 d5. So I went here, and the idea is to move my rook here. Maybe I can move my knight back, and basically just control this square as much as possible, and basically bind him on this square. So there's an opening called the Maroczy bind, where you have a pawn on c4 and a pawn on e4, where you basically just completely control this square. Now, in this case, I don't have a pawn on c4, but I have pieces, and I have one pawn, and I want to put the rook there as well, and just completely remove him from any central expansion. And my end goal is to basically say, you cannot do anything in the center, and if black is not able to do anything in the center, then I can freely attack his king side, because he doesn't have any central counterplay. So he plays bishop e6, which is obviously a terrible move, and I just win the exchange right off the bat. And I decided to immediately just, okay, I went here, threatening this. He moved his king away, and I decided to trade bishops. I put my rook in the center, then I put my other rook in the center. Apparently this is not the best move. Apparently I should have went f4 immediately and gone down here, but it doesn't really matter. Put my rook in the center. He boomed his knight in the center. I decided to now play pawn to f4. Now he played knight c4. I played this move, and he played knight h5. And I was a little bit annoyed by this move, because it's kind of annoying. He's kind of attacking everything. But it turns out I can just play queen g4 and this endgame, and I'm actually just up a piece. Like here e6. I completely winning. So, but I played this move, which I thought was a very tricky move, because I'm attacking this. But he has knight takes b2, which I missed. He didn't see it. And here, I actually do have e6. If he takes my queen, I take his queen, and then I'm threatening this move. And I'm winning. Like here, 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 and I'm threatening this. He has to play knight f6, and then I go rook e7, apparently. This is apparently very strong, because I'm threatening knight e5, knight e6, yeah, and the story goes on. But he played queen c6 instead, and obviously after this move here, he should play apparently queen c6, e7, and rook e8. And then I should play queen f5, and still this is very dangerous for black. But I just didn't see knight to b2. But I did see it during the game, but he missed it. He played this move, and then I played this move, and again there's this move, but I thought that my attack was really strong. He took an f4, and I played this move. Wanting to trade queens up, so trading queens is really good, and also getting out of the fork. He moved his knight away, kind of blocking this now. I traded queens, and here I'm gonna turn off the engine, try and find the brilliant combination. There's two winning moves. Maybe there's many winning moves. I mean, you can even go probably h3 here, and you're totally winning, or a3, sorry. You can even probably just move your king, and you're completely winning. But I found the most pretty combination. I don't want you guys to try and find it. It's not that difficult to see. I mean, I found it in how many moves? How many seconds? Like 10 seconds or something. I found it. I saw the combination really quickly, but I was like, does it really work? You know, just being completely foolproof, and it does work. I pushed my pawn forward, he moved his rook away, and I sacrificed the rook. He took back, and I went here, and he resigned. Because if he moves his king, I take his rook, and if he takes my rook, I take back and make a queen. Or a rook, if I want to. Now it turns out I can actually sacrifice rook first, and then go here, and this is also winning. Because his rook is hanging. He has to move the rook, and it doesn't matter where he moves the rook, I go here. And the problem here, and this is something that I had to be very important of, if he could move his knight to f6, then maybe I'm not winning. Because then if I take, it takes with the rook, right? But now if he takes, well, he can't defend the rook. If his king was here, then he could go here. So I just had to be completely foolproof, and it is foolproof, and I ended up winning the game. So that was the game. See ya.